Thank you very much. All right, move on to our next final talk for the evening. Now, governors of Southwest states are tightening security along their borders as banditry surges in neighboring Kwara state. The move follows a wave of attacks in parts of Kwara where gunmen have killed and kidnapped residents in multiple communities, sparking panic and displacement. The Southwest governors say they are acting proactively to prevent infiltration and protect citizens within their jurisdiction as states including Oyo, Osun, Ekiti and Ondo have activated emergency security measures. Now, Olufemi, quickly, Southwest governors moving to secure borders due to troubling scenarios with insecurity in Kwara State. Do you think this move is rather too late currently right now?
It is not late, and this is not the first time this step are going to be taken.
Right.
Remember, it is one of the reasons why the Southwest governors created the Southwest Security Network, the Amotekun,
right,
which unfortunately, was not driven the way it was proposed. As we speak today, only Ondo State and Oyo has a record of investing in recruitment and empowerment of the Southwest Security Network called Amotekun. Unfortunately, many of the states, of course, Osun is also doing, a bit of commitment. Unfortunately, other states have not shown enough commitment, particularly Ekiti, which borders Kogi, Kwara, where the current situation is happening, and of course Ogun, and of course Lagos State, although we have an abundance of security network in Lagos.
Right.
But being an agreement of the Southwest state, one would have expected that there would be enough commitment to tackle this, because the people who proposed this at foresight, may God bless the memory of Arakure Rotimi Akeredolu. And that is why today, Ondo State is committed to the Southwest Security Network, just like Oyo State is. But the recent call, like I said, is not enough.
All right.
As it is, it looks so much like the state can no longer undo the threat posed by these terrorists codenamed bandits. They are not bandits, they are terrorists, they are heavily, invading our lands, not just Southwest, virtually all part of the country. As we speak now, there are not less than 20 communities in Kwara State, according to reports this morning, that have been totally overridden by these criminal elements. So now the states of the Southwest must now approach the federal government. Thankfully, the Southwest, the federal government has a president who is from this same region, President Bola Tinubu. And I think this is now the time to seek the president's support. And I'm very glad when you look at what the National Security Advisor, Mallory Ribadu, is doing. It's very exceptional. And I think the Southwest state now must now work with the office of the NSA and the president in order to ensure that there's a need for improving security investment, firepower, human resources, and of course, the military architecture to tackle. For what I'm saying the last couple of days, I think this is beyond a neighborhood security challenge.
All right, thank you very much. Just Femi, quickly now, to be very sincere, with the way insurgency is growing, do you think there are unseen hands sponsoring these attacks to cover up a major catastrophe going on? Because it's confusing that our army that are celebrated all over the world as peacekeepers, in neighboring African countries and doing it extremely well, cannot handle local conflict and wipe them out the way they should be.
So it's not as easy as that. Somebody said that if insecurity lasts one day, it has an internal hand involved in it.
Okay.
Now, the situation in Kwara is actually more than what we think. And if it's not handled properly, it's going to get out of hand. Let me explain to you. From reports, it's known that Kwara is divided into two. Right. There is those that are Hausas, Fulanis, and those are Yorubas.
Okay.
Now, with the issue of insecurity coming up, the bandits coming in, the Yorubas has risen tension. Before, it's the emirs that provide security, work with the police, and they allow it. But now, with what has been happening, all those have been dissolved. There was even a report that they rioted and chased one of the emirs out of his palace. You can see that has broken down. Now, local plans and arrangement is broken down.
Okay,
it's
now
left with the governor. Now,
from what you are saying now,
Yes.
fine, this is beyond the governor.
Yes.
Now, there are obviously personalities involved in aiding these attacks.
Yes.
So what is going to be done to finally wipe these people out of the system, those who are sponsoring these attacks? Is it so difficult to fish them out?
So I don't think it's so difficult, but it still need the effort and the support of the locals. Like he rightly said, it's just simple. There is an architecture that has worked in Ondo State.
All right.
That is also working, in Osun State. You understand?
Right.
Why not deploy the same architecture in Kwara State and other southwest region? These bandits have gained some access in the north, and they want to use Kwara to enter, and some part of Ogun to enter into the west.
Okay.
So it is high time that we are not reactive, we are proactive. The governors have to be proactive. If it's a Motekun that they want to use, they need local security, to tackle these issues.
All right, just Femi, quickly. Now, Olufemi Lawson, because of time, in less than maybe 30 or 45 seconds, what do you think can be done to actually stamp out this wickedness? Because for the love of God, 65 years of independence, and we are still here talking and banting about bandits in local communities. What is so difficult to just weed out these people who are making us feel terrible and helpless in the eyes of the world?
Well, insecurity is a global phenomenon. It's not an issue of Nigeria. It's not peculiar to us. But what I think we need to do is to be decisive about dealing with it. There will always be criminals, there will always be terrorists, there will always be charlatans and all sort of characters trying to undermine the sovereignty of every society, including Nigeria. Even after this, you will not be surprised that some groups will emerge later in the future. But as a society, particularly as government, you must be decisive in dealing with it. And that's why I want to urge the administration of President Bola Tinubu, which curtailed, while he was governor, the excesses of vandals, criminals in Lagos, who has a will to call, the bluff of never minding whose source is God, as far as doing the right thing is concerned. This is a major challenge for President Bola Tinubu to ensure that these charlatans are displaced and Nigerians are allowed to move freely within their countries without restriction. And the governors must support it.
All right, thank you.
Because a lot of our governors are sitting back, waiting on Abuja to take actions, while ordinarily they should take local action.
Thank you very much, Olufemi Lawson, for your time on the show this evening. Appreciate you. And of course, Executive Director, Center for Public Accountability, right there, giving us his thoughts. Appreciate you. And of course, Joseph Femi, political analyst, I really appreciate your time on the show. Thank you so much. Well, and that's our show for today. But before we go, let's tell you that the views and reactions of our resource persons are theirs